Very good evening, all of you. Hope you all are doing well. Let's start with today's session. Now, in today's session, we are going to discuss about one very important topic, that is window functions. Okay, it's a very favorite topic in interviews as well. In interviews, also, when they ask scenario-based questions, maximum questions you can solve using window functions. So, what are window functions that we will discuss? But before that, we'll take one sample database, and then with the help of that example, gradually we will enter into the topic window function. What I'll do is I'll assume one table called as sales table. Okay. And in that sales table, we will keep the name of the sales employee, the year, then how much sale in that year that employee did, means every employee does some sale. So we are recording their sale for each year. Getting? And combine sales and year is combined going to be a primary key. So we can call it as a super key. Means the same employee, same year cannot appear again. Okay. So you have sales employee A in 2016, how much sale he has done. Sales employee A only in 2017, how much sale, like that. There is sales employee B 2016, meaning the year is repeating, employee should be different. Or if the employee is same, the year should be different. But the same employee, same year cannot appear again. Means two times you are making the entry of the same employee, same year, sale entry is not allowed. Getting? Like year 2018 will be okay. Means if the years names are same, the year should be different. Or if the years are same, employees should be different. Getting? So that is one simple table we are assuming. So I'm creating one table, sales with sales employee name, the year in which the sale is done, and how much sale is done, the sale column. Then we are adding some sample records. Okay. So for time being, we have added for three employees, Bob, Alice, John. Bob sale for 16, 17, 18. Alice 16, 17, 18. John 16, 17, 18. Maybe this is in dollars, so $100, $150, $200. Okay. If you see this table, select star from sales, you'll get the output something like this. Okay. ठीक है? I hope the database is clear. Means the table is clear. What we'll do is we'll quickly create this, and the same table we are going to gradually use it for understanding what are window functions. Okay. Now, employees you can add more, years more. It's your choice. Like Bob's sale entry of 16, 17, 18, you can add for 19 also, you can add for 20, you can increase the number of employees. It is totally up to you. I have just taken this one as a sample. Okay. Okay, so quickly I'll just connect with my database engine. Okay, what I'll do is I'll create one new query tab. Okay, first what we'll do is we'll create one database. I'll call it as sales DB, suppose. Okay, I'm selecting that database. Then I'm going to create one table, create table sales, right? With the field sales employee, physical year, where care 50, 100, whatever, not null. Then the year, physical year, or they can call it as a financial year. Okay? Integer, not null. And then sale, this I'm taking as decimal. Okay? Total length is 14 and precision is 2. That too I'm keeping not null. Okay? And who are combined primary key? Sales employee and the physical year. Means remember, the name of the employee and the year cannot repeat. The name repeat, year should be different. Year repeat, name should be different. Okay. So when you want to make more than one column combined primary key, you cannot give it at column level. You have to give that constant at table level. Table level means you're understanding. First list out all the columns and then at the end you can write constant. So here I'm going to write primary key, who is combined primary key, sales employee and physical year. Okay. Now this part is done. I hope it is clear. First, I didn't take this is done. Then I have to enter into that database by writing use sales DB. Okay. And then I'll create this table and then we will add some sample records in it. Insert into sales values. And suppose first I'm entering for Bob 2016. Okay. 100 and some more. Okay. I'll just copy paste this 2016, 17, 18. Amount different 150 and second is 200. Okay. This way I'll add for Alice as well. Okay. Alice for 2016, 150. Two more for Alice, 16, 17, 18. And the amount is different 100, 200 guys. Okay. And finally for John. So three records for John I'll add. Okay. And the amount is 200, 150, 250. So 200, 150 and 250. Okay. These are some sample records added. 150, 100, 200, 100, 150, 200, 100, 150, 200. Now I'll select this whole query, execute. You can see 9 records are added in the database. Now I'm going to print this records. So select star from sales. Okay. It will display all the sales record. Can you see Alice 3-year sales, Bob's 3 consecutive year sale, John's 3 consecutive year sale. Now moving ahead, the main thing. What is our main topic of discussion? That is window function. So we are gradually entering into it. Now suppose I apply some aggregate function on it. Okay, if I'm applying some aggregate function on this table. Example. Okay, like I want the total sale done for 3 years by all the employees. What is the total sale done by all the employees for 3 physical year? Okay, so what you will apply? Obviously, you will apply what? Select sum of sale, right? From sales table. But here, when you will run this query, you will observe that all the 9 values are summarized and you're getting a single value as output. And that is the peculiarity of aggregate functions. I hope you remember when we studied aggregate function topic, getting f of x. So f is the aggregate function. It is taking a set of inputs x1, x2, xn. So set of inputs it is taking and it is summarizing all these values and producing one value as a output. So that is the speciality of aggregate function. See, aggregate function summarizes the data from multiple row into a single row. Isn't it clear? So suppose the query is find out the total sale done by all the employees in 3 consecutive years. Okay, that is find the total sale of all employees in the recorded years. So we have recorded for 3 consecutive years. So what you will apply? Select sum of sale from sales. Isn't it? See, select sum of sale as I'll give total sale from sales. Okay, you got the total sale as $1,500. Maybe it is $1,000,000 or maybe it is $1 billion. So it depends on what further unit you are attaching. We got 1,500 as a single answer. So what observation you are doing? That aggregate functions take input as many values, summarizes that all value and produce a single value as output. Getting? Now, suppose further, if you're applying the same aggregate on groups, like you're creating group on the employee basis or year basis, like you want how much sale is done per year, total sale done in 2016, total sale done in 2017, total sale done in 18, or employee wise, I want how much is the total sale done till now by each employee. So maximum what you'll do? You'll apply the aggregate on groups. I hope you remember. Group by clause we have seen. Get it? So what does group by clause does? It creates groups of similar value and then on each group it will apply aggregate. Whatever the aggregate is, it will be applied on each group. But still, aggregate is not changing its definition. What is the definition of aggregate? Takes input as set of value and give one value as output. So here what we'll get? One value for each group. Your aggregate will take set of values of one group and summarizes that one group value, one single output. Again for next, it will take all the values in that group, summarize them and get one output. So how many outputs you'll get? As many groups are there. Isn't it? See, this is the output for single aggregate. If you apply group by, then what is going to happen? It is going to apply aggregate, but on each group. And aggregate definition is what? Take input as set, produce one single value as output. So here what is going to happen? For each group, you'll get one single output. Isn't it? The group by clause allows you to apply aggregate functions to a subset of rows. Getting? For example, you are told to calculate the total sale by fiscal year, year wise. Means how much total sale in 2016, how much total sale in 2017, how much total sale in 2018. Are we going to apply this query? I hope group by you have not forgotten. Na? Group by yaad hai na? We have studied group by. So select fiscal year means you are doing grouping on what basis, guys? Year basis. Always remember, whenever you are going to apply group by, then whichever column you are writing first, That is the column on the basis of which grouping will be done. I mean, this is the column which is having repeated value, and we are going to do grouping on this column. Second, you will apply the aggregate. Okay, so I am writing sum of sale from sales group by fiscal year. ठीक है? And your heading, if you want to give, you can give total sale. Right? Now, what is going to happen is clear to you, Anu. On year basis, the group is created 2016, all 2016. As many records we have from 2016, 2016, 2016, 2016. Their sale total is taken. Then 17, 17, 17. Their sale total. 18, 18, 18. Their sale total. Understanding? No? So it is going to apply aggregate on each group, and the group is created on the year basis. So if I run this, can you see for each year one output? But still here also the records are reduced because you are applying aggregate, right or no? So you are getting one single value for each group. So as many group, that much output. So your original 9 records are reduced to only 3 records, right? So as many records were there in 2019, they are summarized to single value. 17, they all are summarized to single value. Is it? Okay. So here what observation you can do that aggregate functions are reducing the number of rows in the output. In the output, you will not get as many source record were there. It will reduce the number of record and give you the output. Right? See here. 16, 17, 18. Right? So what is the observation in both the example? In both the example, the aggregate functions reduce the number of rows returned by the query. Total 9 records were there. Groups formed. You got only one value for each group. So as many records are there in one group, they got reduced to one value. Second whole group reduced to one value. Third group reduced to one value. Getting? But suppose your intention is like that you want to apply the aggregate on each group, but the records of each group also should be preserved in the output. What I'm trying to tell you is clear. I want to apply aggregate on each group, but the records of that group are also to be preserved in the output. I don't want that group should be reduced to one single value. Understanding? Like I want to apply sum of sale year wise. Getting? So I want 2016, one group is created, 2016, 16, 16. Right? Here, Alice is there, Bob is there, and John is there. Whatever sale they have done. Suppose 5 lakh, 7 lakh, 8 lakh. Getting? Now the sum of this three is 20. I want the 20 to be repeated for each record in that group. Means what the output I want is clear. I don't want that whole group to be reduced to single value. Whatever records come in that group, they also should be in the output along with the aggregate output. Getting? Same way. If I go to 2017, so 2017, another group, okay, Alice, Bob, John, Alice, Bob, John. Maybe he has done 7 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 10 lakh, or 15 lakh. So total is 25. So I want that 25, 25, 25 to be repeated with all the records in that group And along with that, the records in the group are also in the output. So what is my intention? That is clear to you. I don't want each group to be reduced to single value. I want whatever records come in each group, they also should be preserved in the output. Okay. Along with that, the result of the aggregate. Okay. And this thing you can do it by window functions. Okay. So in short, what does window functions do? They are doing partitioning. Instead of using word group by, like in group by also the groups are created, no? On the similar value. On the similar value groups. So window functions also create groups, but instead of calling it as group, we will call it as partition. So window functions will create partition on the basis of some column. As in group by, we write group by year. Here also partition by year. Okay. So it will do the grouping on some column which are having same value. Get it? It will apply the aggregate on that partition. That one partition is called as one window. That one partition in which you are able to see only the records in that window or in that partition. Okay. And then it will apply the aggregate on that window. And in the output, it will show all the records in that window along with that the aggregate as well. Get it? So that is the basic difference between normal group by and window function. Get it? What does window function do? Window function also does partition on some column. Get it? Same like group by. In group by also we do grouping on the basis of some column. Window function also does grouping on the basis of some column. Apply aggregate on that group. Only the differences in the output, it will not produce single value to each group. It will preserve the records also of that group. The records of that partition will be preserved. Along with that, the result of the aggregate as well. Get it? This is for analysis purpose. Many times for comparative study and all, we need this. Means we need the group also along with that the aggregate. Get it? Like in 2016, while doing comparison, so the total sale is 20 and Alice has done 5. So it knows that his contribution is 1/4. Understanding? 1/4 only, no? 25%. Percentage if you find, so 5 upon 20 into 100 if you do. 7 upon 20 into 100. 8 upon 20 into 100. Like that. Understanding? So comparative study is there. Lot of analytics work you have to do. That time window functions are useful. Get it? Now how to write that window functions? Everything I will tell you. Okay. But basic difference between group by and window functions is clear to you. In group by also what are created? Groups on the basis of some column which is having similar value. Like here in basis on the basis of physical year. So 2016 one group, 2017 another. Get it? So like group by, window functions also create groups on the basis of some column which is having similar value. It will apply the aggregate on each partition. Only the differences in the output. Group by will produce only one output for each group, whereas window functions will preserve the records of each partition. Along with that, it will also produce the aggregate output. Getting? Okay. So you can give me quick confirmation for this.
Yes,
That
sir, got
the
it.
basic the basic difference between group by and window. Is it clear? Now, how to write that I'll tell you. See. Now, as you want to display all the columns, you will write star. And one more column we have to display. First, all the basic columns like name, year, sale, and along with that, you want to display the sum also. Getting? So here you will write sum of which column? Sale. Getting? Over, and then inside you will write partition by which column? Physical year. Okay. And you can give another heading to it like total sale to this extra column from sales. That's all. It is so simple. Getting? Means you're telling first you will be displaying all the existing column. Star means the sales employee, the year, the sale. So those three columns. This is the fourth column. What is that fourth column? Sum of sale. But here we are not writing group by. We are telling partition by physical year. Getting? So you have to tell that create a window over partition by physical year, and that new column you are giving total name. Getting? You can see the output. Can you see, has it maintained all the records in the output? Has it reduced each group to single value? Is each group reduced to single value, which was happening in the previous query? See, in the previous query for 1 year, one value, 1 year, one value. Because there the grouping was done on the year basis. So for each group, one sum value. 2016, one group, one sum. 2017, one. 2018, one. So as many years, that many sum. So total 9 records are there, but it was reduced to 3. But in case of window functions, is it preserving all the 9 records as it is? But the partition is created on the year basis. Here you don't have to write group by. Here you have to write partition by. Partition by year. So 2016, one partition. 2017, one partition. And 2018, one partition. Is it right? So is it creating partition on the year basis? Yes. Then is it preserving all the records in that partition? As many records are there in the partition, they are preserved. And along with that, whatever aggregate you applied on that partition, that value is repeating for that window. Getting? See, for that window, the total was 450. Is 450, 450 repeated? Second, the total was 400. Third, the total was 650. This is year basis. You can do it on name basis also. The same thing if I do it with name base. Means I want the total sale done by each employees. How much sale is done by Alice? How much by Bob? How much by... So name basis. So I'm writing sales employee. Okay. See. Now, is the partition done on the name basis, guys? Alice, one partition. Bob, second partition. John, third partition. So name basis partition is done. Then on each partition, aggregate is applied. And whatever is the output of the aggregate is repeated for all the records in that partition. So in this partition, 3 records are there. So sum of this 3 is repeated. Getting? That is the basic difference. Now you'll say only can we do sum? No, guys, there are many more things. You can do cumulative sum, averages, ranking you can give. You can compare previous with the next record or current record with the next or previous record with the current record. Many more things you can do. Basically, it is for analysis. Getting? It is for analytics purpose. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you guys. What is the basic intention? Okay, so in both the example, the aggregate functions reduce the number of rows returned by the query. Getting? So like aggregate functions with group by clause, when we applied aggregate function on each group, Window function also does the same thing. It creates the groups on the basis of some column, applies aggregate on each group with only one difference. In the output, it will preserve all the records in that partition, along with that, the output of the aggregate. Understanding? Window functions also operate on subset of rows. Now that subset of rows means group, or here we call it as partition, but they do not reduce the number of rows returned by the query. Meaning, as many records are there in each partition, they are also maintained in the output, and along with that, the result of the aggregate. I think you got it. From this output, you should be able to understand. See, the partition is created on the year base. 16 one partition, 17 one partition, 18. But are each groups reduced to one value? No. As many records are there in that window, all are displayed. That's the reason they have called it as name window. So in real life also, whatever is visible in that window, only that much we see. We are able to see when you're sitting in a train and if you're gazing out of that window, so what you can see, only whatever is visible within that much window in that confined limit. Right or no? You are sitting in the plane. So if you are having a window seat, so as much is visible within that, only that much you can see. Can you see beyond that? No. No? Whichever is visible within that confined limit, you are able to see it. Here also same thing. Whatever comes in that group is visible. Along with that, the aggregate also. Getting? Okay. So the following query returns the sales for each employee along with the total sales of the employees by fiscal year. Means what we are doing, the same concept which we did here, correct? Year wise total sale, year wise total sale. But now, are we going to see only 1 year and the total sale of that year, or all the records in that year? Means Alice 2016, Bob 2016, John 2016. So as many records are there in that year, those records are also visible in the output. Correct? See. Now I have mentioned all the three columns. Instead of that, you could have written here star as well, which I did. Practically when I showed, I wrote star. Then which aggregate you want to apply on each partition? Getting? You want to display all the columns of that partition. Therefore, you wrote the column name. But along with that, what aggregate you want to display? That you will write here. Over, and then you have to tell on what basis the partition you want to do. As we write for group by. We write group by physical year. Here you have to tell partition by physical year. And whatever that extra column is, this is the new name to it. Get it? You will get output something like this. Do you agree? Now you may say like in my output year is coming here because I wrote star and here we have given the order of the column as you want. Like first you want year, then name and then sale. Get it? So is the partition done on the year basis? 16 one partition, 17 one, 18 one. And on each partition, the sum is applied. So whatever sum is there, that is repeated for each record in that partition. Okay? I hope you got it. Now, if you don't give this partition by, just you're writing over and you're leaving it blank. What it will do is, it will consider the whole table only as one partition, guys. Understanding? It will take the whole table only as one partition. And the whole sale, it will repeat everywhere. Understanding? Clear? So that also you should know now. So see, 2017, another partition. So whatever is the sale of 17, that is repeated. 18, another partition. Whatever is the total sale, is it 650 to 650, 650, 650? This one partition is called as one window. Understanding? And the aggregate is applied on each window. Okay? But the window function will not reduce all the records in the window to single value. It will preserve all the records in the window along with that the output of the aggregate. Get it? See, a set of rows, which is called as partition. A set of rows to which the sum function applies is referred to as a window. Means one partition is called as one window. Get it? And on one window, we apply what? Aggregate. But after applying aggregate on one window, is that whole window reduced to single value? No. Whatever values are there in that window are also visible. Along with that, the aggregate output. Getting? So a window function operates on this window defined by the contents of over clause. Over is very important because in that only you're telling partition on what basis. So otherwise what will happen? It will take the whole window only. Let's check. Okay, if I leave it blank, what it does. Because I didn't tried it, but I've read it somewhere that if it is blank, the whole table is considered as one partition. Yes. So whatever I read is right. Actually, I never tried it, but I read somewhere that if you don't give partition by, it takes the whole table only as one partition. So can you see it has taken the whole table as one partition. So total sale is 1,500. Is it repeating everything? And still, is it maintaining all the records of the partition? So whole table is one partition. So all 9 records are also there. And along with that, the aggregate is also there. Okay. So if this part is clear, just give me quick confirmation so that we can move with different window functions. Means it's not only sum. There are many more things you can apply on each window.
Clear, sir.
Sure. Others also. The basic idea is clear to you. No? In crux, if at a very simple level, if you want to understand, then group by and partition. Only the basic difference is, can anyone tell me? Only the basic difference between group by and partition. Both similarity is, both apply aggregate on the group of values. With only one basic difference. If anyone can tell, you can. I'll appreciate it. I'll be happy to listen from your side.
When we use partition, details will be preserved for each group.
Right? So whenever you're using window function, then the details of each group are also preserved in the output. Along with that, the aggregate. Whatever is the output of the aggregate for each partition, that is also visible, and the records in that partition are also visible. Whereas group by doesn't preserve the records of each group. It reduces each group to single value. That is the basic difference. So many times for comparative study, we need the aggregate also, and we need the records also in that partition, and therefore go for this. These all concepts are added in later versions of SQL. Original versions were not providing all this window functions and all. Get it? Now, in this window functions, first one we are going to learn, that is row number. Okay. There's nothing to pass to this. It will give a unique number to every record. Okay. Means to each and every record, it will assign a unique number. Okay. Unique rank, you can say. Right? Ranking. Now, ranking on what basis you want to do? On the sales basis, right or no? Like who has done maximum sale, his rank is 1. Then after that, the rank should go on decreasing. Correct? So in that year basis, suppose you have done year basis. So 2016, 16, 16. Three sales we have. Correct? So someone has done 8 lakh sale. This has done 2 lakh sale. This has done 10 lakh. So rank to this should be 1. This should be 2 and this should be 3. So this way you can give the ranks to each record. So it is actually a row number, but that row number is representing the rank. Okay. So unique rank for each row within a partition. And now you know it. If you don't give that partition by, it will treat the whole table only as one partition. See, select star. Star means all the remaining column. Then what is the window function? Row number. Over, then you're telling partition by sales employee and you're ordering on the year basis as row number. You can order on the sales base also, up to you. Partition on the name basis. I'm doing the grouping on the name basis. Alice one group, Bob next group. Getting? And in that group also, I'm arranging them in year basis. So you can apply order by also along with partition by. Partition by is for grouping, means it's going to create a partition. And as many records are there in the partition, they are also arranged according to this. That is according to physical year. Getting? And whatever the extra column come, you're giving output as row number. See. So partitioning is done on the name basis, guys. Yes or no? Partition by sales. So Alice one group, Bob one group, John one group. But within that group also, you're arranging on what basis? Year basis. The ranks are given 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Get it? But suppose you want to give rank not on the year base, on the sale base. Sale base. The one who has done the sale maximum, that rank is higher. Getting? So that way also you can do. See here, for each sales employee, we are assigning the row number, a unique row number. But that row number is given on the basis of year. We will do some manipulation. We'll do something other way. Okay? Select star, comma, row number. Okay? Over. Then partition by. I'm doing on year basis, suppose. Physical year. I'm doing partition on physical year basis. Getting? I'm not doing on the employee name basis. I'm doing on the year base, 2016, 2017, 2018. And again in that, I'm arranging all the records in 16 according to decreasing order of the sale. So I'm going to write order by sales, sale descending. Okay? And this row number. Okay? From sales. This if you want on the next line, I'm giving. So in our case, little bit other way we are doing, right? Some manipulation. So what will happen? The partitions will be created on what basis, guys? Year base. Means will there be one partition of 16, one partition of 17, one partition of 18? If you want, instead of star, you can give the name, column name like this. Physical year, sales employee, sale. Okay? So grouping, that is partitioning, is on the year base. Now, as many records come in 1 year, getting 2016. So as many records will come in that 1 year, they are again arranged in decreasing order of the sale. Okay. And then the row number is given to each record in that partition. See, can you observe? This is 2016. Is this one partition of 2016? Okay, 2016, one partition. But are the records in that partition arranged in decreasing order of the sale? You can check 200, 150, 100. Get it? Same way. Again, 2017. Get it? They are arranged in decreasing order of the sale. Again, 18. They are again arranged in decreasing order of the sale. Okay? Now, after that, they are getting the row number. Can you see? So actually here, there was no need of doing it in descending or something. Just as many records come, just display them. Okay? Understanding? I hope you got it. So partition by physical year, year-wise partition, name-wise partition if you do. Okay? See, this will be different then. Name-wise partition, I'll take name first and year afterwards. Physical year. Okay? Partitioning on the name basis I'm going to do. And order by, not on the sale, order by physical year and not descending, normal ascending. So how we are doing partition on the name basis, and in that partition, all are arranged according to year, and then the row number is given. Now can you check? Is the partition done on the name basis? Alice, 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 Bob, 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 John, John, John. Getting? And as many records come in one partition, they are arranged according to year, and then everyone is getting one row number, a unique row. Getting, guys? And if you are not writing this partition by, will it give row number to the whole table? What do you say, guys? Suppose I'm removing this. Okay? I'm not giving partition by, but I'm arranging it according to the year basis. Okay? But will it treat the whole table only as one partition? So will it give row number to the whole table? Quickly you can check. See, is it giving 9 row numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Why? Because you have not given partition by. When you don't give partition by, the whole table only is treated as one partition. Arranging is done on the year basis. See, first 16, then 17, then 18. Okay, but no partition by, therefore whole table only is one partition. So as many records are coming in one partition, they have got row number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Okay? If you are convinced with this, just tell me yes, so that we can proceed with another window functions. Then we have to solve some exercise also. Okay? At any point, if you have doubt or query, you can ask me. Okay? Now moving to next function, that is rank. So previously it was just assigning a row number. Now we are giving a number only, but that number is treated as a rank. Getting? Means if there are two rows with the same value, there is a tie between them. So they will share the rank. Understanding? Which happens in our general real life also. No? If suppose you are preparing for UPSC and all, and there are two people who got exact same mark, so their all India rank is same. They share the rank, right or no? Even in like you apply for JE or CET. So if your percentile is exact same percentile, two people get, three people get. Okay. So person one, person two, person three, they all have got the same percentile. Like in our case, three employees have done the same sale. Their rank is same. Understanding? But the next employee will get the rank with a gap. Understanding? Like, for example, uh, don't relate with that nine records only. I'm considering this is first person and we are giving rank on the decreasing order of the sale. Decreasing order of the sale. So person one has done 20 lakh sale. Person two also has done 20 lakh sale. Person three also has done 20 lakh sale. So all have done same sale. Therefore, they are going to share the rank. They all three will have rank one. But suppose next employee who is coming, that one is having sale less than this. Suppose it is 18. So the rank for P4 will be different. So what? Will it be 2 or will it be 4? So there will be a gap. Means three positions, all three have shared. Who have shared the three positions? तीन जगह किसने शेयर किया इन तीनों में? So directly the next one will get 4 rank to indicate that there is a gap of 2. So why? Because 3 are sharing the same rank. Understanding? Clear? Suppose P5 also has done 18 only. Rank is shared. But P6 has done sale 15. So the rank will be 6 because two people have shared the rank. Here three people have shared. Therefore you got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Here two have shared. Therefore next one will get 6. Understanding? Next one is coming 14. So there is no sharing in the rank. So rank will be 7 directly. Getting? So this way the rankings are useful. Now these ranks will be useful if they tell you that find out the top two employees who have done maximum sale. So in such situation, top two meaning you're getting the first four also and the next two also have to take. Because first four have shared the same sale and next two have shared the same sale. So all six are to be displayed because these all six are the top two performers. Understanding, guys? So that time the rank number is useful. Correct? So I'll tell you that. So rank with gaps for ties. So whenever there is a tie, the next one will get rank with a gap, not a continuous row number, which we were getting in the previous case. Okay, see here. So rank with gaps for ties. Example I have done. I'm partitioning on the year-based partition, so that as many employees are there in that year, they will get a rank. Getting? And you're ordering according to descending order of the sale. Getting? Now you can see partition is done on the year base. So 16 1 partition, 17 1, 18 1. Are they arranged in decreasing order of the sale? See 200, 150, 100. 150, 150, 100. 250, 200, 200. Decreasing order of the sale and partition on the year base. So one partition is based on 1 year. Second partition, third partition. And the records in that partition are in decreasing order of the sale. Decreasing. Now you can see this has got rank 1, rank 2, rank 3. Here there was no tie. Now this is a separate partition. So again in next partition the ranking will start new. It will not continue the rank, guys. So 150 rank 1, 150 rank 1 because it is same. but 100 will get a gap. Two have shared. No? How many have shared the rank? Two. So there is a gap of two. Again, 200 rank 1, sorry, 250 rank 1 and 200 have shared. Suppose in this partition only there is one more, which is 200 only. It will also get rank 2. And next is suppose 180. So it will get 4, a gap of 2, because 3 people have shared the same rank. Getting, guys? So I hope you should understand this. So rank employees by their sale. Ranking is to be done on the sale basis only. No? The one who has done maximum sale in that year should get highest rank and go giving the rank in decreasing order of the sale. Getting? So rank employees by their sales within the same year. Ties will get the same rank and next rank will be skipped. Next rank is skipped means you're understanding. No? Those who are having the same value, they will share the rank. Okay. And the next will get a gap of it. So gap will be how much? How many have shared based on that? Understanding here, two have shared, therefore there is a gap of one. If there are three, there will be a gap of two, guys. Okay. If you want, I can prove it also. So quickly, I'll tell you about this so that for today we can take a pause. Before this, yeah. In this only I'll make the change. See. Instead of row number, I'm going to give rank. ठीक है partition on the year base and order according to sale in descending ठीक है and here I'll give rank number as a column name. See, so 2016 one partition, 17 one partition, 8 one partition. Okay, suppose by some means if you are not giving partition, then say how the ranks will be. I'm removing this partition. I'm just writing order by sale descending. You can see the output effect. Can you see here automatic 8 has come. Here also direct 5. Why? Because these three have shared the same sale. As you have not given what guys, what you haven't given here partition by, the whole table is one partition. So are these three sharing the same sale? So their rank is same. So 3. Therefore next one will get 5. Can you see? There is a gap of 2. Again these three are sharing. Therefore next one is getting 8. Rank 8, 8 is shared. Right? I hope it is clear. Then we have dense rank. Then I'll tell you about dense rank, and then few more are there. Take a lag, lead, first value, last value. Okay, so that we will try to cover in next session.